Hi, I'm Dan Gross. I'm a columnist with Newsweek. One of the issues with getting consumer uptake is that alternative energy in the U.S. is largely seen as a lifestyle choice, right? People drive a Prius or an electric car. I have the ability through my utility to get my electricity via wind power, which I choose to do, but it's more expensive. And so the question is, so long as it remains a luxury product, the uptake potential is limited. You can do very well appealing to Yuppies in New York and California, but how do we get this, the pushback always comes, well, the Walmart customer is really just interested in something that's cheaper. And so the question is, how are you approaching this notion? Is it okay if these are, and the products that come about as a result of this are sort of luxury niche products and that the uptake will come later? Or does it have to be something that the Walmart shopper can afford now?
Okay, Michael and Ditlev both want to respond to that. Michael, real quickly, and then, okay, good, and then, we don't have tons of time here, but...
I'm going to try and do this and be polite. That's kind of what this is about, because, really, when you have Texas's electricity supply coming 6 or 7% now from wind, it simply isn't true to say that this is a yuppie choice for New England. You've got, if you look at the State of the Union address from President Obama just a few days ago, was talking about 80% clean energy very far into the future. But what people don't realize is you're not at 0.1% now. You're far, far further along that track. I'll reiterate, we gather all the investment figures. More is being invested in renewable energy generating capacity every single year globally than in fossil and nuclear combined. So this kind of picture that this is niche and luxury, and also, by the way, the picture that it is much more expensive is actually no longer correct. Dr. Shi on a panel yesterday said that, yes, clean energy needs a little bit more support, but it's kind of water at 98 degrees that needs 2 more degrees of heat from public policy and the public side in order to boil. And so, what this is, I think, partly about is saying, well, actually, if you do the numbers, then as a consumer goods producer, you don't have to pay that much more for your energy, but you can get a premium because people are interested in, all of the research shows that people don't want to pay premiums. The vast majority, other than those yuppies, don't want to pay a premium, but if given the choice at the same price, many, many, many of them will switch. And I think that's what this is about. This is about that cusp where the whole area of clean energy goes mainstream and is recognized as such.
Ditlev, you had something.
Just one very brief comment. The consumers in India and China doesn't have the choice that you have to pick where you want to buy your electricity from. They have no choice. When we are manufacturing in these areas, we can't buy green power. But they can actually go down to the supermarket then in Beijing and do that.